Welcome back to Cuse Countdown. Time for an inside perspective on the Friars. We welcome in John Rooke, play-by-play broadcaster for WEEI-FM in Providence. John, first off, thanks for joining us. Let me start you off with this. Jameen Peterson has been just lit up the Cuse in their first meeting between these two teams. Him, Sherrod Curry, and Marshawn Brooks are the heart of this team. What makes them tick?
Well, Jermaine is one of those freakish 6'6" athletes that can jump through the gym. And some folks that I know have called him Dennis Rodman type with offense. He's got explosive moves around the hoop, but he's undersized. You know, for his size, he'd be a wonderful two-guard in the NBA, but he doesn't quite have the mid-range games. You know, Sherrod is the only senior that we have really on the roster with any kind of playing time, but he's not really a point guard. They played him off the ball quite a bit, and the problem with that is that Sherrod has a hard time at 5'10", getting his shot off of bigger defenders. And then Marshawn just needs to know when to drive, when to penetrate, and when to pull up and take a jump shot. And again, it's a little bit more about his basketball IQ, because he hasn't played a lot appreciably until this year.
John, clearly the Orange dominated last time out, but have you seen any area where Providence can take advantage of Syracuse this time around?
Not a single one. I'm just being honest. Syracuse, to me, is a team that can win the national championship. And I think that because they're so long defensively in that zone, it's very, very hard to find gaps. The only way that Providence has a chance to beat Syracuse, they've got to do two things. Number one, when they get open looks, they got to hit them. Number two, because that zone defense really extends out to the shooters, and because Providence's guards are somewhat undersized, you have to devise a different way to beat the zone. And so I think you'll probably see Providence try to attack the baseline a little bit, because Syracuse likes to cheat out on the zone, and I think that they do it very well. So you've got to figure out a way to get somebody loose on the baseline. And if Providence can do that enough and force Syracuse to pack it back in, that in theory would create opportunity from the outside. But it's all predicated on being able to knock down open shots when they get open shots.
All right, John, so can they knock down those open shots? Any chance the Friars pull off the upset at home? Prediction?
I'll tell you what, I'm going to quote an actor by the name of Mr. T in the movie Rocky II, when he said, "My prediction? Pain." And I'll leave it at that.
Well said, my friend, well said. That was John Rooke of WEEI-FM.